Respected ma'am, sir, myself Shraddha of CSC department from section F. Today I'll be telling about the evolutionary history of the logical design of object oriented software. To know about the evolutionary history of logical design of object oriented software, we need to know what is object oriented software. Object oriented software is a programming paradigm that is based on the concepts of objects. Before object oriented software was introduced, procedural programming language was in use. This procedural programming language used to revolve around functions and logics rather than organizing software design around data or objects. These objects are the instances of classes which provides a blueprint or a template that defines attributes or methods that an object can have. This object oriented software was implemented or introduced due to the limitations in procedural programming language. Now that we have a basic idea of object oriented software, let us get into the evolutionary history of object oriented software. This object oriented software was firstly introduced in the year 1967 with the programming language Simula. This Simula was introduced by Ole Jahan Dahl and Kristen Nygaard. This Simula is considered to be the first ever object oriented programming language in the year 1967. After 1967, during the era of 1970s to 1980s, Alan Kay and his team created another programming language called Smalltalk. This pioneered the concepts like polymorphism, dynamic binding, encapsulation, inheritance, uh, abstraction, and dynamic binding. This concept became a core to object oriented software. It is also empathized as pure object oriented approach. After the introduction of Smalltalk in the year 1990s, another languages such as C++, Java were popularized in the industry. A practical application of object-oriented software was given with help of C++ and Java. This C++ and Java integrated object-oriented principles with imperative programming features, making them accessible to developers with diverse backgrounds. During the same era of 1980s, another modeling language was proposed called Unified Modeling Language. Nowadays, it is called as UML. This UML is a general purpose visual modeling language that is intended to provide a standard way to visualize the design of a system. This UML provides a standard notation for many types of diagrams, which can be this UML is roughly divided into three main groups: behaviors, iteration, and structure diagram. It was introduced in 1990s by Grady Bush, James Romberg, and Ivor Jacobson. It gives a basic it gives a basic and clear idea of the design of a system in the form of diagrams. During the era of 2010s to present today many programming languages are written and proposed that revolves around the concepts of object oriented software, such as the programs such as Java, Python, C++, C hash are mainly in the use of software development nowadays. While object-oriented software remain foundational, modern architectures often incorporate microservices, functional programming, and event-driven models. This paradigm complement or in some cases challenge traditional object-oriented principles. This Java, Dart, Python, C hash, C++, PHP, TypeScript, Ruby, Perl, and Swift are used in software world to create softwares, websites, mobile applications uh, to stop the world from cyber crime with the help of the advantages in object oriented software. Now, as we talked about the advantages, let us get into the applications of object oriented software. The applications are software development, web development, mobile application development, scientific and engineering applications, data analysis and machine learning, cyber security, artificial intelligence, and robotics. Software development is usually done with object oriented software nowadays to create multiple softwares for the systems to maintain high scalability and maintenance. Um, websites are developed with the help of object-oriented software languages such as Java and C++. Mobile applications are developed with the help of Python and C++. Um, Object-oriented software is also used in scientific and engineering applications. Data analysis is usually done with object-oriented software. Machine learning and artificial intelligence include many coding languages which revolves around the concepts of objects. Nowadays, to talk about cybersecurity, cybercrime has been increased gradually. This cybercrime can be protected by using object-oriented software due to the advantages of object-oriented software. Object-oriented software has the advantages of modularity, reusability, abstraction, flexibility, and real-life modeling. This abstraction can stop the world from cybercrime, as it provides protection towards your data. You can handle who can see your data by using some keywords such as private, public, uh, and protected. Uh, Reusability is also a major advantage of object oriented software, as a code can be reused many times, irrespective of the names and keywords. To conclude, the logical design of object oriented software has evolved from simple abstractions to complex and scalable systems, adapting to demands of object modern software engineering. Uh, as we have already seen, um, in this today there are many programming languages which revolves around objects. This programming languages such as Java, Python, C++, C hash provide all the demands of today's software world. Uh, these the features of object oriented software gives many advantages to today software world. They provide easy reusability, they provide protection over your data, which is really important nowadays. uh, while object-oriented software remain foundational, modern architectures often incorporate microservices, functional programming, and event-driven models. As we see, the logical design of object-oriented software has evolved from simple abstractions. This object-oriented software was introduced due to the limitations in procedural programming languages. Um, it has started from a simple programming language called Simula, and nowadays object-oriented programming is completes all the demands of modern software engineering. Uh, for a brief thing, Simula was introduced in 1967 just due to the limitations which are provided by procedural programming languages. Then Smalltalk was introduced by Alan Key and his team, providing all the advantages such as encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. Inheritance basically means a code can be inherited multiple times from a parent class to child class, which provides time, which consumes less time, which is really important in today's world. In 1990, C++ and Java were introduced. From that time, the use of object oriented software rapidly increased. to rapidly increase to create to use softwares and develop softwares. UML was is still in use and provides easy understanding of the system. 2010 presents these are the main object oriented softwares which are now in use. Rather than these five, there are many advantages of object oriented software. Uh, there are also disadvantages of object oriented software, but um, this object oriented software provides all the requirements which we need in today's modern software engineering world. So, to conclude, the logical design of object oriented software has evolved from simple abstractions to complex scalable systems, adapting to the demands of object oriented software. As we have a proper understanding of object oriented software and the evolution of object oriented software, we can conclude that the object oriented software that we have today completes all the demands of uh, completes all the demands of modern software engineering. Thank you.